Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, play it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top of the pick.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Soft spot in the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Trojans line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Working the middle, it's complete.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Just keep slinging it. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man in the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown USC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And some room to work. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, you got to be precise with that throw if you're the QB, right? It's a corner route. It's against man coverage, so you got to get it out early, and you got to put it out over the shoulder of the receiver so he can catch it for a big gain.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The the Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Canes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on 4th down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the 1st down.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to sling it on second down. He's going to let it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Making side adjustments here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by just 4 to Hawaii. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that, but I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Makes the catch. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass and block. Second remains.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Give to the back. Makes his man miss. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
Let's go! Let's go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. starts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Creates a little room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
At the 42. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gonna look downfield again. Caught close to the marker. It's Coffee. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Set, ready.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. The sure hands. It's Coffee. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7.
That makes the score USC 35, Miami 7.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work.
Banner, banner, banner.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here he comes out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
Take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Second down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. Looking down the left side. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in. After catching the ball, it's simply an incomplete pass.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it down the right side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's not afraid to go deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Coffee. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
First and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and
he lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Going for 6. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Hauls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
49, Miami, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra